And now, Freelance Heroism presents Return to Ravenloft.
Hey everybody, welcome to Freelance Heroism. My name is Dees.
And I'm Rachel.
And before we get started, we just want to say thank you to everyone out there who donates to the Patreon, in particular those who donate at the producer tier. Rachel, would you like to let us know who they are?
I would love to. We want to say thank you to Duncan, Chris B, Nate, Breakmeister, and Rebecca. Thank you so much, everyone.
You help us make a better show for everyone out there, and they should all give you a round of applause for what you do for us. So thank you.
Thank you.
Rachel.
Dees.
Bugs, how do you feel about them?
I think they're very good for the environment.
Okay. Now I get it. You're lobbied by Big Bug. So that's what's going on here.
I do not like them in my house.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
I especially hate gnats.
Oh, yeah.
They are probably like more so than just about any other bug. I hate finding gnats in the house. One time a few years ago, I had gotten like a bouquet of flowers and I set it up and then I had to go away, I think on like a work trip or something. So I was gone for like 3 days. And apparently during that time, the gnats like bred in the vase of water.
Oh no.
For like 3 days, just completely unchecked.
Oh no.
And so when I got home, I had like an infestation and they had moved and they were also breeding in like my bathroom sink drain.
Oh.
It was very upsetting. I spent like a couple weeks just like combating these gnats. What I found really worked was that I would get like a bottle of beer and I would open it and then I would make like just a funnel out of a piece of paper and the gnats would smell the beer and go in and then they would drink the beer. They wouldn't be able to get out.
Yeah,
and so they would,
and they can't drive and they don't make Uber for gnats.
Yeah, when they go in the bottle, they have to leave their car keys.
Yeah, that's
and
the
then
rules.
They can't get out.
At least they're responsible.
And I had to do that for a few days before I finally got them all. And I would like stop her at my bathroom sink so that way they couldn't go in and out. It like just that encounter. Ever since then, I hate finding gnats in the house.
I know exactly what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
And mine is different, but I feel like has the same kind of annoyance. Because I feel like, but you did a thing that caused it to happen. You left out water.
Yes.
So that's on you.
Right?
I don't like it when spiders are in my shit.
Right?
Yeah. I don't care so much if they're in the corner,
like
far away from me.
Yeah.
We've got sort of like a reasoned truce, an armistice between me and the spiders.
Right.
But don't get in my shit. Right? Like, first off, let's not even begin on how tactically unsound it is for you to do that. Right? To come post up in my shit. Right? Why would you do that? You have all this other space, places I can't get to on the roof and in the corners and shit like that. Yeah, that's your domain. Do what you do, man. I get that you're good for you eat bugs and shit like that. You're helping out, but don't fucking get on my shit, right? I mean, that's all I ask is just don't get on my shit. I mean, it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Right. But they always do. One out of every like 100 spiders that I interact with thinks that he's the hot new shit and he's gonna go manifest destiny his ass into my fucking zone. And guess what happens every fucking time? I'm not one of those get a little fucking index card and slide it underneath. I'm not one of those people. You know what I am? I'm a freak out, yell, and punch.
Yeah.
What happened right before we got on this intro?
You spotted a spider that was that had crossed the boundaries of their domain.
Yeah. He was way up in my shit. He wasn't like approaching my barricade. He had fucking scaled the wall.
Yeah.
Got into the desk area.
That's a mistake.
That's it. Well, how did it work out for him?
he's not here anymore to say how it worked out for him.
There
So
it is. There it is. I'm just saying. We could have stayed over there. We would have been fine.
Mhm.
But he didn't. He wanted to come over here and set up shop.
Yeah.
Near the PC. Which, let me tell you, if you're listening, other spiders, let your friend ring out into eternity as an example of what happens.
Yeah.
I will say, as a close second, is moths.
Moths.
It's not that they bother me so much as much as watching something be that stupid for that long hurts physically. Right? So like sometimes I don't even like swat at them or like try to shoo them away or anything. I'll just turn on a series of lights into the other room. Right? Like, so I have like a lighting array in here. And if I turn one on, it'll fly to that light because it's a fucking idiot. Right?
Yeah.
So then I turn that one off and turn on another light that's like further down the wall, and he'll fly right to that motherfucker because he's a fucking idiot. And then I'll turn that one off and I'll turn on the next one, and it'll go over there. And then I turn in the living room light and he flies out of the room. He's so fucking stupid. If I don't turn the light off, he will face plant that fucking light 100 times, just headbutt until he gets a concussion and kills himself. Unbelievable. And I'm just like, get out of here, man. I don't want, look, if you want to be that kind of guy, just headbutt a light bulb for a fucking 20 minutes. You can hear them.
Yeah, you can hear them. There's a lot of force behind it.
It's like, give me a break, man. Anyway.
I get sometimes like flies will get into the house. And they don't really like they're gross, I don't want them in the house. They don't really bother me, but one of my cats goes insane for them. And so what I have to do is I have to like hold him up to the fly, and he will grab it and pop it in his mouth, and you can hear him crunch down on it.
Oh, gross.
It is just, and I'm always holding him when he's doing it. It is disgusting. But the thing is, if I don't help him catch the fly, he will just be an insane cat for the rest of the evening trying to catch this thing.
You ever see that guy there's a video of this guy who catches flies that get into his house with his gecko?
No.
He has like a pet lizard. It's like an iguana. I don't know what it is. It's some fucking like lizard. And he like picks it up and he moves it slowly into the general vicinity of the thing, and then its tongue goes like and grabs it and it eats it, and then he slowly moves it to the next one. It's like he's pointing like a lizard gun with like a tongue bullet, and it's just like, and he's so good at catching them that I'm almost impressed. I'm like, this is an elegant solution to this problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Saving money, feeding your lizard.
That's true.
Getting rid of the flies. Good system.
Helping vary his diet.
But the lizard is so calm about the whole thing. He's just like, he's like, this is what I was made for. This is my job. He's
like, you point me in the direction, literally, and I will take care of it.
He's like, I can't help that I walk 1 mile a decade. He's like, I'm slow as shit. But if you point me, if you get me there, I'll take care of that fly for you. Good shit. It's good. It's like a symbiosis between man and lizard. It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I get that outside sucks, right? And that bugs don't want to be outside, and I totally understand.
Right.
I don't want to be outside either. I'm with you.
Yeah.
But we have a system of rules here in this lab.
Right.
So every so often you get that young upstart who doesn't know,
And he questions tradition.
He's like the Rob Stark of spiders. And what happens to the Rob Stark of spiders?
Oh no.
Yep. King of the nose. Anyway.
All right. Do you want to go to this week's episode?
I do.
Okay. So this is Return to Ravenloft, Season 2, Episode 3, Junk in the Trunk.
Nice. Nice.
Your student's gone to the dark side.
Nah.
Him and that fucking druid.
Nah. Yeah, that's misunderstanding. I've known him a lot longer than I've known you.
Never fought anything like he summons. He summoned these damn things that just wouldn't die.
Yeah.
No matter what we did to them, they fucking wouldn't die. They break and then they come back. They break and they come back. And then that fucking druid kid summoned some fucking beast from the ground.
Probably Nick.
I don't know his name. We couldn't fight it. The damn thing kept trying to fucking drag us off to some tree.
Well, again, I just want to reiterate, you guys are very not good at your job.
We slay evil. It's what we do.
No, you don't. You get slain by evil. I've seen one interaction with you and evil won. And now you're ready to walk face first back into it and get your ass handed to you again. Look, why don't you have an omelet? Have some toast. Take a load off. And we'll get you squared away. What do you think? Just answer some questions for us?
Yeah. I can do that.
Okay. First, Rayne. You seem to have a mighty knowledge of the fish folk.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something you can discern from a little light questioning.
Well, I kind of have already discerned what I think is worth discerning.
Do you know who it is?
I'm pretty sure I know who it is.
How many men did he have with him? The fish.
There was 5 lycanthropes that came after us.
Just 5. That's manageable. All right.
The bear was damn near 10 feet tall when he shifted. We never saw it coming.
It was 10 feet tall, but you didn't see it coming.
He wasn't 10 feet when he shifted.
What other forms did his men take?
There was the wolf for sure. There was the shark. There was another one, smaller, female. I couldn't keep eyes on her. She was kind of red and white, canine style. She moved fast. We couldn't keep track of her. That sounds right. I never saw the 5th one shift. If he shifted, it was after I was dead.
What do they look like?
Skinnier, man. Shorts, boots. A bunch of tattoos.
Shorts. I'm just gonna look around at the group. I'm like, oof.
He was missing an ear though. Like the whole ear was gone. Rayne, that does ring a bell as one of the crew members on the Vengeance.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Can you excuse us for just 1 minute? I call the 2 of them over in council.
Hawks pokes his head in.
Yeah.
I just kind of push it slowly back in.
He slugs his head in the other way.
Yeah, I just give up. So here's the deal. That wereshark. He's the one I've been looking for. He's my former captain. And also a Dark Lord.
Huh.
Is that all?
Yeah, that's it.
The Fish Lord.
And
Praga.
you want to kill him.
Well, I kind of would like to, if possible. My affliction is something that I can only cure if I get a hold of his heart.
You want to cure it?
You know, being a were-shark does have some of its advantages sometimes, don't get me wrong, but
Like free fish oil. Right.
but it's that one time out of 10 that I can't control it that tends to be a little bit of a problem.
Right.
Fair enough.
Plus, I don't need anyone like her over here coming after me when I'm very clearly not trying to be a dick like he is. And I would imagine that from the looks of it, at least one of his entourage is one of my former crew members. When we crashed here, yeah, when we crashed here all those years ago, he lost his mind and slaughtered a bunch, and I'm assuming turned them into various forms of things. I don't know if he's picked up other lycanthropes since he's been traipsing around, but yeah, that's him. And I'm a little concerned because there's a vacancy right now that needs to be filled. That makes me wonder if he's cast his lot in with the others that we've run across so far.
Right.
And now with this little added wrinkle of the Crimson Death thing, makes me wonder exactly what he's got up his sleeve.
Well, I want to get that plague under control.
That would
Also-
be really, really beneficial, I think, yes.
Also, I just really like the idea of having something dangerous in my lab again. Just I like collecting those types of things.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, that. Okay.
Well, we should also track down that vampire if possible.
True.
Yeah. What do you make of this whole Strahd still alive coming back
not
sort
true.
of thing?
Nah.
How sure are you?
Well, I watched him die
Okay.
before.
But that guy over there died and he got brought back, so it's not out of the
It was a
realm of
little
possibility.
different form of death. We hit him with sunlight until his body exploded.
Makes sense.
He
But-
shriveled up and turned to gas and disappeared.
So why would this guy think that Strahd's coming back?
Somebody's pretending to be Strahd.
Just like they were pretending to be Darkless?
Yeah, why not? If you're trying to take over an area, it's good to have a backstory already locked and loaded.
Yeah, but it seems kind of risky if you can't eventually put your money where your mouth is, so to speak, right?
Well, I mean, Strahd didn't put his money where his mouth is. He's dead. So it's not like you could do worse. What are you going to do, die faster? Look, I mean, it's worth checking into either way. It's like, you do some work and then you find out you didn't do as good a job as you thought. So you go back and you finish up the job. Easy peasy. First things first, find the fish man, find his little wolf friends, get the jar, and then we can talk to the vampire, maybe figure out what he knows about Strahd.
One other question.
Uh-huh.
There's a werewolf with this group. What's the likelihood that he's the other missing party member, so to speak? I was hoping to meet Chinakote because I thought he might be able to help me track down Draga. Now I'm a little worried he might be fighting alongside of him.
Yeah. Well, I haven't heard from him since I got back, so.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm on board with the whole let's find the shark and get back the jar.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Break.
Monster Slayers on 3. Ready? All right. I'll turn back. I'll. So, you said you've heard of were sharks, but you've never seen one, right?
Well, we've seen one.
Well,
No, not till yesterday. I saw two. No, one. One, yeah. My apologies. The other one never shifted.
So, when you said you've heard of them before, though, have you heard any specific details, like where they could be found, or because Draga is obviously not in his realm right now, if he's here.
Draga. Oh, you're talking about the Dark Lord.
Mm-hmm. That's who I think. May have jumped you.
Does that mean his
Uh,
boat is nearby?
I hope not. I thought he would have killed us faster if it was the Dark Lord.
Well, I don't know what his motives are right now.
But no, back at home, before I came to this place, you've heard of where sharks out in the seas. Hell, I mean, you couldn't sail around. I mean, without running into them. It's one of the reasons I like to stay out of the water.
Hmm.
But I mean, who needs the water when you actually have elemental galleons in the sky? Completely don't even have to go in the water.
Hmm.
But no, even then we get here and it seems like every kind of lycanthrope's popping out of the bush trying to kill something.
Okay.
I mean, I came across a couple crows that were decent blokes. There are some decent people. Um, don't really trust them, but I mean, we both fought vampires together and we fought the other things of the night together. So, I mean, the ravens, they weren't bad folk.
Well, I know that you would like to go take care of your fallen brethren for more than one reason. I'm thinking I turn to you two. I'm thinking maybe we want to search the battlefield, see if we can find any signs of what direction they might have headed off in.
Sure.
Because
Sure.
otherwise, I don't really have any leads as to where they might be or where they would have gone. There's not really any place I'm aware of around here that would necessarily cater to their type. So if he's roaming around, he's doing so and probably trying to keep a low profile.
Can we take a look at the map real quick?
Sure.
Is this part of the region fleshed out?
Yeah, you mean heading towards where you guys think you're going?
No, I'm saying just where we are now. Is that part of the map sort of detailed? The map we were handed.
Yeah.
I don't know if they had just drawn like sort of a direction where we were headed, or if they kind of
No,
gave us an actual map.
they kind of gave you a map. I mean, um the Vale of Tears is to the west. I mean, you're kind of caught in between um the great the salt swamp to the west, and then the Vale of Tears to the east. But you guys hadn't gone as far south as you were expecting yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe you guys still had another couple days before you guys were going to cut inland all the way.
Yep. Well, we're on the way. We're already in the area, so we might as well check this out first.
Makes sense.
All right.
Are you guys quiet when you guys travel back, or how do you guys travel back?
Well, we should bring the boat up on land and stash it somewhere.
Okay, I assumed you guys had already pulled it up on the shore somewhere as you guys rested.
Right, but not normally when you like dock a boat,
Yeah.
you kind of keep it down. But I think we should put it under some bushes or something.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. You guys successfully hide it. I'm not going to make you guys roll on it. You guys have, the ability to take the time and do it right.
All right. So it's over here, by the way.
Okay. Before we head out, David, I would like to cast
Death Ward.
Death Ward on myself.
How about a giant?
Now we can go.
I'm kidding.
Rachel has a standing order that she immediately casts whenever she
Yes.
leaves the White House.
Yes.
Alright.
It's a blanket order
Right.
immediately at any time when she's actively playing D&D. It's in effect.
So
Oh, that's great.
the dwarf armors up and gets his sword back to his back.
You gonna be all right?
Ah, like riding a bike after you're dead. So
I like to think of this dwarf riding a bike.
Kind of be
so
more like a tricycle, but yeah.
Figured it was going to be one of those penny farthings. The big runic wheel up front made of stone.
no.
Hardest
Are you
thing
guys
to-
going quietly? You guys walking normally? How are you guys approaching this area?
Well, I'll go up ahead and I'll go quietly.
Okay.
So let me go ahead and roll this stealth real quick. 18, so not great.
Enough to conceal you as you keep through. You take the kind of the same pattern you did last time. You reach the area where you found the dwarf's body.
Right. All right. Well, then I'm going to kind of maybe do a circle and see if I can find any obvious tracks or bloodstains or anything that might lead me to believe. Just do rolling and investigation checks as I kind of move around.
Okay. When you say a circle, like how far out is the circle? Are you making it the center of the circle, or you expanding from there?
I'm from where I'm standing. I'm going to circle around where the other corpses are. Right. Where his
Okay.
men
So
had
you're
died.
okay. Okay. So you're gonna try to circle around the entire
Yeah,
battle.
battlefield.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm gonna do it cautiously. Trying to keep in stealth, but I'm going to do investigations as I do. Before I leave, I'm going to go ahead and signal them what I'm doing.
Okay. At that spot, are you guys gonna stay, or are you guys gonna continue forward, or are you gonna let them scout, or?
I'll let him scout.
Yeah, I'll let him scout.
Okay. I just don't want to assume. So, all right. Go ahead and give me give me 3 investigation checks as you circle the entire field.
17,
Okay.
20,
All right.
18. Oof.
All right. The entire area is about 150 feet, kind of in diameter, that you're having to circle around to make sure you get everything in it. The tracks and the blood trails start from the dwarf and they go into this kind of circle area. I mean, it's the same thickness as trees that you're around right now as you're doing your thing. But as you move around, you're able to actually count a total of 15 dead bodies.
Oof.
Now on the right side, you actually do see 2 alive
Yeah.
in the center. Well, not really the center, but they're kind of off to partially one of the sides. They're sitting next to each other. One of them's hunched over, next to the body, just kind of just sitting there next to him. Doesn't really seem injured. That one, he's kind of a smaller, long, kind of blonde hair. And the one next to him on the ground that is alive is what seems to be a walking, not a golem. It looks too small for a golem, but
Like a
I don't.
construct?
Yeah, but I don't think Kaeviir's ever come across a
would.
Warforged.
No, I have armor
Okay.
bonded Warforged. They're all kind of
Yeah.
similar.
Then you recognized a Warforged sitting there or laying there.
Are
It's actually
is their
Go for it.
gear? Are they wearing the same crested gear?
From what you can tell, the Warforged is. The other one you can't really tell. There's a cloak around him.
Okay.
The Warforged is missing one of its arms. You could tell.
Can I find it?
About 20 feet off of it, you can see from the distance a giant crossbow arm that has been looks like it ripped off.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go pick it up, and I'm going to do a light whistle.
So you're actually going to enter the battlefield?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me give you a little description, and I'll let you pick it up quick.
Okay.
All right. You find three more heavily armored bodies, one in full plate, another one in half plate, one in breastplate, an elf, and two humans. You find another. There's three in light armor, one in studded leather, and two in leathered. A tiefling and a human and a halfling. All of them bear the crest of the circle. Then you find another three robed. Two of them look like possibly armor robed, and one of them appears to be a mage. All three humans.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other five are all they all carry what seems to be sailor tattoos. Not in full armor or anything like that. They seem to be torn clothes. All of them suffered massive wounds.
Okay.
So, but as you go over and pick up the arm, you do a whistle. The cloaked figure looks over at you. Friend or foe? He calls out.
I don't know who you are yet. I think you need
Well,
this. I'm gonna kind of shake the arm at him.
Carbon, the Warforged turns his head.
I give
You
you a hand.
have my arms, sir.
Well, then you're unarmed.
They kind of look at each other.
I'm gonna approach.
As you approach, you see the Warforged is holding on to a jar full of something like a red mist, and he's holding it tight in the one arm he has left.
Trade?
The cloaked one's like, "We'll kill you first, or we'll die trying." But no one's taking that.
That second one's more likely going to be the case. Hey, before we get to that point, though, I'm gonna whistle in your guys' direction.
I will head over.
Yep.
You guys begin walking over, and Duger looks over, and he starts running. Carbon, you made it!
Oh man, if he trips and stubs his toe.
Falls head first on a knife.
And he stops. Carbon, you let the vampire out. Carbon's like, he's a knife vampire.
There are no
Who do you
nice
think kept me
vampires.
alive?
It's not true. I know one.
The one looks over. I like to consider myself nice.
I'm gonna look at him.
He looks the kid up and down. You look oddly familiar.
Boy, wouldn't you know it?
No, as he looks over. Oh shit! Right, when he sees Kess, you recognize your friend's father.
God
You
damn
recognize
it! What are you
Jander's-
doing here?
Fucking hell!
Now I gotta fight. I'm gonna draw my sword.
Whoa! To put that shit away.
You didn't tell me to put my sword away.
I ain't killing anybody out here.
Especially not him. He's made of metal.
I'm talking
Just
about the vampire.
Not really his MO.
I'm
Right.
killing the
MO.
vampire, not the other
No,
guy.
I get that, but I mean, he couldn't drain the vampire. He couldn't drain the guy because he's made of metal. Is what I'm saying.
Did the dwarf tell you how they captured me?
They put you in a glass box.
I surrendered.
It's lame.
Dugar's like, you're already talking shit. I didn't want to give you any more reason to talk shit about us.
Just left that part out.
It seemed more boastful if we captured him.
Yeah, of course
Yeah.
it was a lie. All right, here.
Cinematics.
Why don't you vouch for us? We'll let you do the
They brought me back. They saved me. Carbon's like, I'm not giving him the jar. I'm not giving anyone the jar.
And
They brought me back from the dead.
no, and
You want me to tell them the other part?
well, I mean, I don't want you to like tell everyone, but I want you to tell this person because he's got the jar, and I would really like to have that.
Just because you killed Strahd doesn't mean he's going to give you the jar.
He's going to give me the jar.
Just because you did one great act doesn't mean we trust you with the safety of a
One
nation.
motherfucker, read a book. I'm a fucking legend.
Chander's like, no, that is not the professional.
Hey, buddy.
You're not old enough.
That's speculative, really.
And she doesn't hang around professionals.
She does.
No, she hangs around my daughter and listens to her lies.
Well,
Your daughter's not a liar.
look, if I'm familiar and I'm gonna like wave my hand in front of my face, then she's got to be familiar, right?
Yeah, the black-hearted mercenary that goes around killing everything without asking questions.
It's very sweet of you to say. Are you ready to fight now?
Unbelievable.
No,
Let's all relax.
I don't need another mark on my relationship with my daughter that I killed one of her friends.
I'm gonna kill you,
You-
and Severa's gonna be real happy about it.
All right. So I don't want to disrupt.
I don't
this.
want Severa hanging out with you and that bard friend of yours. You guys keep getting her into trouble. Especially
How
that
about-
bard friend of yours.
So this jar, right? Like,
Yeah, about the jar. That is the real thing, Chandar says.
well, hand it over. Safer with me than with you dead motherfuckers.
Give a persuasion check.
I don't need to persuade them of shit. They just got 15 of their asses beat, and I beat Strahd. Who the fuck are these people? I'm arguing this. I don't think I should have to roll. I think my innate confidence should come through here.
He's turned into Al Bundy here. He had that one really good game for Polk High School.
Bullshit. I fucking 6,000 years of victories. 6,000 years of fucking straight up changing the course of history that you motherfuckers probably lived through. Benefits of my work, and I get the credit for killing one vampire one time.
I mean, you got a decent flower spot.
No, I got a plaque. All right, let's see this. All right, persuasion. I'm gonna take a 17 on it. So that'll be 26 total.
Pretty good.
He just kind of looks up, looks at Jander. Jander's like, y'all did get your asses kicked.
Beep boop. Hand me the fucking jar, robot boy.
He hands it up with the one hand.
I'm gonna take it with both hands very carefully.
Do you have a way to secure that while we're
Yes, I have a
traveling?
way to. I do.
All right.
You ever notice me carrying a bag?
No.
I'm gonna take a blanket. And I'm gonna wrap it around the sides of it.
Oh shit, he
it
has
under.
blankets now?
Of course I do. I learned from the best. And I'm gonna take the thing and I'm gonna put it in my sleeve, and then pull my hand out. All right. This is gonna make really nice next to the mirrors and the fucking, you know, the poison dustings and the costumes and the face skin from all those werewolves.
Great. Are we ready to fight a vampire now?
We're not gonna fight this vampire. He hasn't done anything aggressive yet. Plus, he's
Okay,
got
I know-
information.
I know this guy. I know his daughter.
Right.
We need to fight this guy.
No, we don't, because I hunt vampires more than you do, and I've been
Oh.
doing it longer.
Snap.
And unlike you, me and him, we both have fought Strahd and won.
No, you
I
didn't.
didn't kill him like you did, but
Yeah.
I kicked
Well,
his
I mean-
ass.
Okay. Whatever you say, pal. I was with you up until this point. What do you mean you kicked his ass? When?
Probably about 500 years before you got here.
Oh, that's rookie age. I just never made it to this side of town.
Yeah, well, he did a fucking number on me too. So,
Yeah.
and then I tried to commit suicide. But, Pat, we're past that.
I need an ID card with my actual age on it. Just so I can show it to people and tell them to shut the fuck up.
Your official identification scroll.
Yeah. Like, hold on. Let me show you. See this? Yeah.
It's like a hand-drawn picture of your face. All
With a
your
middle finger up.
stats.
Garvin's attaching his arm or trying to get that reattached.
Hold on. Elbow out.
Hmm?
Elbow out. Put the elbow out. Jesus
He puts
Christ.
the elbow out.
I'm gonna reach under. You guys, you think it's your body part? You know how to do this.
Yeah, well, my actual arm's in one of the trunks. I swapped it out and as the battle was starting.
Hmm.
See, I pinned one of the motherfuckers to a tree. He points to one of the lycanthropes pinned to the tree with crossbow bolts halfway the size of javelins.
I have no idea what check this is to put this back on.
It's fine. You kids gets attached.
I just figure I've probably trained Warforges at some point in the past.
So he's like, Dugar, we need to start taking care of the dead. Dugar's like, yeah.
You've still got hours.
This ain't the place we want to be in hours.
Right. Well, you already got a fire going, right?
He's a comedian.
Who?
You.
I'm a
So
comedian?
they start pulling the bodies over. Him and Dugar begin doing rites on the bodies.
Kess is staring at Jandar, waiting for him to stand up. She still has her sword out.
I'm gonna walk over to Kess. So what's going on over here? There's a whole thing going on. You gonna be all right?
As soon as he stands up so we can fight, I'll be great.
Not happening.
He's just gonna stay.
You're just gonna sit on the floor.
Well, if you sat down, you'd be on equal territory with him. You could do a
Look,
sit fight.
Good thumb wrestle.
I know this guy's daughter.
Mhm.
All right. And he is first of all, he's a vampire. Second of all, he's a terrible person.
That's not always the case.
Me and his daughter, we've fought him a few times.
We've had vampires,
Which she instigated. I've never
For
struck
good-
the first blow against you guys.
For good reason.
What's the good
Never
reason?
happened. She doesn't have one.
She doesn't have your own daughter just decides to attack you for no good reason.
My own daughter is a half vampire spawn that decides to hate me because it's her birth.
Because you are responsible for her being a half vampire.
Jerry.
That was not on
Very-
purpose.
Dugar.
Some people look at someone and they go, well, they're half vampire, but then other people look at them and go, but they're half human. So I mean,
Technically, they call her a damn fear,
eh.
but
I
that
look
bard
at
friend of
Kat-
yours doesn't help anything.
How about this?
Okay, leave Vess out of this.
What if we were to put you back in the jar? That way, she doesn't have to feel like you're a threat, and you don't have to feel like you're threatened. You said you voluntarily turned yourself over before. Seems like a solution we could all be happy with.
I'll go back in the cage as long as I go with them.
With them.
He looks at the Warforged and the dwarf.
You got some sort of allegiance to them?
No, I don't trust her.
Hmm. Hmm. I mean, once you're in the jar, I mean, shit, we just do whatever we want with you, really.
Yeah, that's the other problem.
Yeah. Look, you're gonna have to just sort of trust us here, or you can go off on your own. Your call.
Why would we
Then
let him go?
Because we don't got time for this right now. We're chasing a bunch of lycanthropes. We don't need to be dealing with a vampire too.
Oh,
None
okay.
of the
So we get to
lycanthropes
get
escaped.
your jar and we get to get his lycanthropes, but
Is your mission to kill this vampire?
it's part of it. I've been fighting him for years.
None of the lycanthropes escaped.
What?
Okay, great.
Yeah, about that statement. What do you mean none of them escaped?
The 5 that attacked are dead.
Including the wereshark?
Both of them.
Where?
He points over there. He points to 2 of the bodies.
I go over to the 2 bodies. Do I recognize one of them as my former captain?
No, but you recognize the quartermaster.
I'm gonna tap him on the back and be like, "Yep, that's fish goo, all right." Fresh too.
So neither one of these were Drago.
Mm-mm.
Well, shit.
No, we're shark.
I turn back around. I go over to them. Yeah, it's not who I thought it was, but tangentially related. So it's in the
Oh, yeah,
right
they are
ballpark.
all 5 are definitely crew of the Vengeance.
Yeah. But not him. And they're all dead. I turn to the vampire. Name's escaping me, sorry.
Jandar.
Jandar. Thank you. I turn to Jandar and I go, oh, 2 questions real quick. Hi, by the way, I'm Rayne. Nice to meet you. I'm the new guy.
He gives a bow as he can sitting down.
The
He just does a sit up.
Yeah. The lycanthropes that attacked you, do you have any reason? Any idea why? Do you think it was just because they were after the Crimson Death jar over here?
The big one, the one with the stripes, said the captain wanted it. He said he had a prep for someone. He said the captain needed an ace to secure a over someone.
Okay.
Something about the sea bitch. A sea bitch or something.
That motherfucker. All right.
I
Second question.
Figured it was some woman or something.
No. It's a she, but that's not a woman. Second question for you. Your dwarven friend over here said that you had information about Strahd. But I thought Strahd was dead.
Strahd's the first. With Aslan gone, you look at Darkon, you see it collapsing. There's an actual true vacancy in the seat. The question is, why isn't Barovia collapsing? I mean, they said the sun came out. They said, things happen. I mean, I steered clear once they said the sun came out. Still can't do that. Which, I got a bone to pick with an old, ran into a dude. Ran into a guy. Funny part, he's a bard. I don't know how the hell he did it, but he cured his vampirism.
Talk about Ludo?
Yeah. You know Ludo?
What are you
Yeah, I know everybody.
The Ludo I know?
No, different Ludo.
Has to be. He was a vampire one time and then he cured himself.
Yep.
Because when I faced him the first time, he was a vampire.
Ironically
for
enough,
Strahd.
he also jumped into a container when we asked.
That sounds interesting, but then I ran into him, shit, a few months back. He wasn't a vampire anymore. Jealous as shit. He said a wish spell.
Oh,
So I told him to get fucked.
Oh snap! Did he use Adrian's wish spell to not be a vampire and not get the mama? Oh shit! Oh
Well-
snap! Oh snap! She's gonna be so mad once her brain's loose. I'm the only one here that knows how pissed off she's gonna be. She doesn't remember who she is. He never knew that situation. I'm just sitting here like,
Actually, when Rayne ran into Ludo and Adri, Ludo wasn't a vampire anymore, so Adri actually did know he
Mhm.
unvampired.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say because otherwise
Yeah,
I
you
would have.
you never
yeah,
ran,
yeah,
you never ran into vampire Ludo.
no.
So
well, what do you think? We back burner this for a temporary moment, and then later on, you guys can settle your differences.
Or
how
we
about
can do
this?
that now.
I head to Barovia and I go for the Amber Temple and I see what actually is truly going on.
I've been there.
Me too.
Yeah.
But if there's an answer in Barovia why it's not falling apart, it's there.
Hmm.
He's like,
Why'd you name your daughter after hummus?
her mother. You had friends with you, right? 3 of them.
Who are you talking about?
He's still talking to you.
When?
The story was you started with 4 friends. You came through the mist with 4.
Yeah.
You doing okay?
Oh, I'm fine. I lose friends all the time. Don't worry about
Wait, what?
it. So I told you guys only have one. So, like you were saying, make it good.
That wasn't exactly what I got from that, but okay.
No, he's more chipping on the part where you said I lose friends all the time.
Yeah, it's like, wait,
No, but I'm saying that for me, who lives for a very long time, I lose people all the time. I get
Yeah,
to know
but-
them, and then they get real old, and they croak it out,
right.
and then I move on and make new friends. It's not-
I
And
get
he
hung
forces
up on
you.
that.
I took that
Young,
loss to mean
helpless
something
elves in the
slightly different.
contracts
Mm.
I'm not gonna get hung up on every time a person decides they want to die.
You notice how he forces all his friends into contracts?
Mm.
Right.
Kind of like a devil.
Look, you make whatever connections you want. All I'm saying is that
Sign on the dotted line and your soul is mine. Jander shifts to a wolf and gives you guys a nod and begins to dart off into the woods.
oh shit,
Do I get a chance to cast anything?
do what you got to do.
David.
If you want to start this,
I mean, it was like, hey, we're gonna fight now. He doesn't just get to leave.
What do you? Yeah, that's how people leave all the time.
You know what?
You're
Guiding
gonna fight
bolt.
me? No, I'm not.
Guiding bolt.
Guiding
Oh.
bolt, 4th level.
Oh shit.
Whoa,
He
she's
really
bringing
wants-
out the big guns.
oh, good
24
lord.
to hit.
Woo!
Give me a second. Where's my book?
He turned into a wolf, is what you said?
Vampires
Okay.
can
Yeah,
shift,
So he's
shapeshift.
gonna have he's gonna have a singed butthole now. Is what I'm hearing. Catch that motherfucker on fire.
I can give him a deep fried onion ring.
Yeah. You've heard of lightning in a bottle.
Lightning in a bottle. Ray's
over here. She's doing all her math, and it's like, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. Kill him good. D-Walk's pulling out his books, trying to figure out what his legal defense is going to be. How's he going to get this slippery motherfucker out of here? Oh, the tension is palpable. I love it.
She hits. I mean, that's not the issue.
Okay.
The tension is Palpatine.
Do it. Do it. Something guiding bolt.
Hit him on the dark side.
21 radiant damage, and he is now glowing. So the next attack against him gets advantage.
Wait, glowing with what? Sunlight?
Glowing, no, with a mystical dim light that glitters on the target.
Oh, snap.
Sparkle Wolf.
You made him a fucking glitter vampire.
Welcome to Freelance Twilight.
I'm gonna be Batman one day. I was a man bat, and now I'm Batman. And no one's put that together until right now.
How much damage, Ray?
21 radiant.
All right. That's just straight damage with a vamp.
Mhm.
So, all right.
Is he
Yeah,
still
no,
running?
he, oh yeah, no. And he uses his legendary action to boost his speed 4 times with his
Oh my
normal
God.
moving.
I'm gonna yell at him to get back here, and I'm gonna like run, bonus action dash, move again to try to run after him.
You're not going to be able to catch him in wolf
No.
form with him going 4 times speed.
And
No,
as,
but I'm
as
still
she
gonna
runs
run
off,
after him.
Kevin, actually, I could drop all pretense, right? Because they all know he's Kaeviir.
Yeah.
Was she always that passionate about these sorts of things?
Sometimes.
Only warlocks.
Yeah, some things. I'm gonna sit next to the Warforged.
Should I be doing something right now? I feel
No,
helpless.
it's best to let her just run herself out. Look, I don't know this version very well, but I know that the other version, if that was a warlock running around, chase him down to the ends of the earth. Just get in the way, just make yourself tired. Just let her do her thing.
All right.
All right.
I just take a seat next to the hole and we'll just see what happens.
No, yeah, he keeps.
She ran into the river.
You're
She comes back with
Okay,
snakes
so-
all over.
yeah, he boats another. 4 sets of speed with a legendary action in his movement.
All right. Well, Cass will chase after him until she loses track of him, and then she'll come back.
All right. You can pick how long it takes you to decide to lose track of him.
Tinkerbell, get away.
Wow. Thanks.
Thanks. What?
Well, I'm glad that we could, get you a jar and look for your flying house and look for your uncle or whoever it is. But
You attacked him. He was
I
gonna turn
told
himself
you,
over.
and you wanted to come here to look for a jar.
I did find the jar,
Yeah, so we did your thing.
but we were actually doing his thing. The jar is a bonus. Saved a lot of people too, by the way. That's a positive. Not killing your friend's dad. Who knows? You can get him later. It's not like he's not glowing out there.
Right.
He's gonna be around. I don't know this guy from anything.
No, it's
I don't
just
have any problem
it's
with him.
excellent to know that I can rely on you two to support me. Thanks.
Excuse me, I came all the way from another universe here to meet my friend who now is acting completely different and has a different name. But yeah, I'm the jerk
I'm the
because
new
I didn't
guy.
kill a person that you told me was bad the first time I met him, and he was being completely reasonable. You're right. Talk about alignment change. This bitch said, she goes, he was mean to my friend. And I'm like, I'm not going to kill him for that. I don't even know your fucking friend. No
If Barbara
offense.
was here, we would have fought him.
Yeah, I'm sure she was the one who said he did bad stuff. But I met him. He seemed all right. He didn't seem evil. I'm not saying this to you as in character. I'm just saying I didn't chase down your glowing butthole wolf. Sorry. My bad.
Hawks is just looking around. I'm so confused.
You and me both, buddy.
Fernand's
The
like,
person that you've known for a
"Ah,
long time acts completely
kobold."
different than you've ever known them to act. They tell you this person needs to die. That person's being completely chill, right? She shoots him in the asshole as he runs away. And I'm somehow catching shit for this because I got a plague before it was dispatched and killed millions of people. Right. I feel like I did a real good job here. And just not getting any any kindness for it. But whatever.
And I helped.
This whole time could be looking for my boat. But I stopped to look for Fishman and his friends.
And a jar that you wanted.
I didn't want the jar. I needed
Didn't
jar.
want it as soon as you heard about the jar, you wanted the jar.
I needed to take it out of circulation.
Because
fucking
you
killed a
wanted-
fifth of the population.
As I recall, it was more of a decorating piece because you knew exactly where you were going to put it amongst your other.
It's dangerous.
Like,
and it's
I'm going to
better
put it
to be
next
in
to my evil cursed mirror.
Right.
So then maybe it'll like reflect and then duplicate, and then I'll have 2 jars of a super plague.
That's
I
not how
was-
the mirror works, first off, but whatever.
Well. Also, knowing what I know about what the mirrors do now, how would you know that someone wasn't going to come through the mirror and take the jar and take it with them?
Because we cover the mirror.
Oh, so a simple veiled cloth is all it takes to block extra dimensional travel?
Well, you can't really appear on the other side if you're covered.
I thought it was more of a portal than a.
Well, yeah, you walk through a portal, but if you walk through a portal and the other side of it's 2 inches from stone, you don't have a whole lot of wiggle room to exit.
I don't know. Curtains have never really prevented me.
It's not curtains,
Inter-
sometimes stone.
Oh, okay.
Fucking, like we fucking put it in the ground.
Okay. I thought you just like draped somebody's old sheet over it.
No, we cover. I mean, we've been dealing with this for a minute. We know how to handle it.
Okay, I'll defer to the experts. I'm sorry.
Wrap it in a box so there's only an inch between the front and the back. We had the smoke. I think the fucking gaseous form could probably be a thing, but you do what you can.
All right. Well, so it would appear that Draga wanted that jar for something. And if that's the case, he's probably not going to give up looking for it. He tracked it down once, he could track it down again. That kind of puts a target on her back, and I'm afraid the target on my back might be really big now because there was discussion about my ship. And if there's discussion about my ship, then it probably involves me. And for some reason now he wants me dead. And I'm wondering why exactly, unless he knows that I'm after him, but it's not something I've necessarily advertised. So I'm at a bit of a loss on that one.
Well, here's what I think. We can solve all of our problems at the same time. We'll get your friend Sabra. We'll get her on my boat. We'll bring the jar, put that on the boat, put the fishman on the boat, and then everybody will show up at the boat.
The common
And then we'll go down to
denominator is-
Winchester and have a pint.
the whole thing will blow over. The common denominator here is your boat.
I'm just desperately trying to get to my weapon. Okay. Just trying to get there.
All right. Well, I suppose that is the next logical step for us to do. Then.
Actually, I mean, if Kess is dead set on hunting this vampire guy, we can hunt him. I know how to do that.
No, we
Once it's
stood around talking. He's gone.
I don't know why we're trying to kill him. All he said is that his daughter didn't like him. I know a lot of people whose daughter don't like him. I know one very closely. Doesn't even know she's their daughter and still hates them.
Hmm.
If I were to just every time a daughter doesn't like their parents, I would be fucked. I would be out of. I mean, shit. My daughter probably doesn't like me.
Hawks looks up. It's okay. Hawks likes you.
Cool, man. I'm just like I'm dismissing this dude. I'm like, cool.
So he goes and he's going through the pockets of the 5 pirates. Pulled out a paper, sniffs it, drops on the ground, starts digging again.
Huh.
Skips the body, goes to the next one.
I kind of shuffle over and I kind of like put my foot out. I kind of drag the piece of paper slowly back to me. And I bend down and I pick it up. What was on the paper?
Instructions on to gather the mist or to get the Crimson Death.
Okay. Any
A
other
fortune-
details?
Yes. It speaks of a fortune teller that spoke to him of enemies coming for him.
Shit.
And to
Goddamn
prepare.
magic.
He thinks that if he unleashes this, there's a good chance.
Well,
that he can annihilate most of his enemies.
Roughly 1 in 5 chance, as I understand it, the way that it works. All right. Yeah. Hey, that confirms it. He's apparently aware that I'm coming for him, and so he's trying to cut me off at the pass. And probably anybody else that's out for him as well, for that matter. Well, I guess the sooner we get to your sky ship and put that somewhere where it can't be taken, the better.
I mean, it'll be safe on me if we need to do something else in the meantime, but just moving in that direction seems like it'd be easier to travel.
Sure. Well, that's what I've got, but I am but a third wheel here, so I'm following you guys.
Okay.
The Warforged and the Dwarf have got most of the bodies pulled over to the fire, and you guys start smelling them pretty good by now.
Gross.
They've been slowly removing the gear and setting it off to the side, and their wagon's broken. They're scratching their heads like, well, shit, we can't carry all this back now. Horses are gone.
Yeah,
So
it really
they-
sucks when somebody kills your horse.
Eyelass, it really has that happened to you?
Yeah, recently actually, it did.
Did you get the dirty fucker that killed your horse?
Not yet.
I don't. What?
At least the bright side, I mean, the dirty fucker that scared, got rid of ours they're dead. Carbon nudges him. He's like, what? They're dead too. We need to take care of them too. Like hell, fuck. All right.
Which horse are we talking about? The burning one or the one that went all nutsoid?
Possibly the one she brought back and got demon possessed and then lost in the mist.
The zombie horse?
Really, they've both like
Flames or grains?
Flames or brains? So. The two of them, they kind of pick up what they can, but they left a pretty decent pile of loot there.
I'll take the loot. I'm not a bard, but I'll take the loot.
I don't know what there might be. I imagine most of what they're wearing is heavy armor, correct?
The Warforged pretty much has his own armor built into him.
Right.
Before any of them decide to head off in a direction, I'm gonna be like, gather them up. I need
What's
you
up?
to keep identity a secret.
We never met you.
No.
Wish you could find out who brought me back, but
Well, they
all
headed on down the road, so to speak.
right. Well, we got our gear and rations. We got the bodies taken care of. I think Krog is to the south. We'll head to Krog.
Fair travels.
Fair travels.
I'm gonna turn back to them and be like, vampire guy tells people about Kaeviir, talks about killing Strahd. Nobody's gonna believe that guy. I fought Strahd, and I fought the hero that killed Strahd. I'm like, okay, pal, we believe you.
Yeah, he never said he fought you. He just said he fought Strahd and beat him.
Well, I'm just saying that people hear that the person who was one of the people who killed Strahd, he had an interaction with him. He also had an interaction with Strahd after he was supposedly dead. He just sounds like an unbelievable narrator. You know what I mean? Nobody's gonna believe him. He's some guy bragging at a bar.
He looks at Carvin, and you left him out of the cage. Carvin's like, yeah, and I survived because of it. He fucking killed half the lycanthropes. So, Carvin looks over. He gives Kess a nod. Sorry about your troubles.
You could always pay us for the work.
He looks at the pile of the armor and weapons.
No,
There's some stuff there. There's an artifact or two in there too.
Artifact.
All right.
So,
Well, thank you.
What about money? You got any money? I threw a bunch of it in the river earlier.
he looks at him. You are a strange, strange young man.
Am I? I did a task and, generally you get paid for that.
He pats you on the shoulder. When we do our tasks, we do it for the righteousness and the honor.
That's why we're not hanging out, because I don't prescribe to that way of thinking at all.
Digger's like, maybe you should have become more like your friend Adri. Stories of her and her.
Oh, shut up. Just go. Just go. Let's get the fuck out of here.
They both start walking away.
I'm looking at Cass hard right now. Right in the fucking face.
Cass has walked over to the pile of loot and she's like poking through it to see if there's anything good.
You guys find a magical full plate in there that has magic to it.
Oh.
Be careful.
The great sword's gone. There's a maul that has magic to it. There's a couple sets of swords and shield, and there's one of the shields has a magic to it.
That's the Mall of America.
One of the studded leathers has magic to it. Then there's two regular leathers. There's some hand axes, javelins, short swords, daggers. There's a few holy symbols. One of a golden sun, one of a silver plane. Splint mail.
Wait. I'm gonna take all the holy symbols. One of each.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. We're back
Blessed
to the
day, my
confessional.
lords.
Kevin's too young to be the confessional. He has to be a choir boy.
I have to be the ultra boy.
Oh! Rayne, in the letter, in that folded paper,
Yeah.
you did find a couple needles in it.
Needles, you say?
Mm-hmm. And then there's the trunk.
A trunk?
Kind of a smaller chest.
Okay. Is there anything in it?
Do you open it?
Was it with the pile of loot?
Yes.
then yeah.
Okay. Lightning shoots. I'm kidding.
It bites your hand clean off.
You find 3 items in the chest.
Okay.
One is a mummified hand, and the fingerprints, or not the fingerprints, the fingertips have a slight burning on each of them.
Okay.
Another is a child's doll,
Okay.
and the last one is a gold coin.
Is it a Darkon coin?
No, you're not sure you recognize the actual currency on it.
Okay.
There is an hourglass stamped into it.
Okay. Well, these seem important.
So you gonna leave them in the chest or take them out, or?
Well, it's a small chest, right? So we could leave them in there and then just take it with us. They didn't say anything about this.
No, they didn't.
Seems like a weird combination. Maybe when we stop somewhere or can look more closely at some of this. I'm going to keep this stuff in the trunk for now, so I'll close it back up.
All right.
We don't have any way to identify these magic items, do we?
You can roll Arcana checks.
I should not be the one to do that.
Arcanta.
I should not be the one to make any kind of identify.
Well, everyone else should try, and I can give help to whoever has the most skill in it.
Well, I think it's fair to say, D-Walk, that I know what mine is.
Yes.
I'm well aware of what these are.
What these are?
Yeah.
All
The
3 of these
needles?
things?
No. The needles.
Oh.
The leather chest piece, or the studded leather, I'm sure I would have to identify that. That I'm not going to know just by looking at it. But the needles, I definitely do.
Well, I think we are more talking about the obviously
The stuff in
relic-y
the
shit.
chest. Yeah.
the hand, the doll, and the
I mean, I got a +0 for Arcana, so I know I'm certainly not the person to do it.
What about you, Cass?
I'm not good at identifying this kind of stuff. If we were to go to the Bratislava Institute, I could ask my friend there. He works with magic items, and
How far is that from here?
it's not on the way because I've been wanting to go there, but it's
But I
not
figure
on the
we
way.
can go anywhere we want to go once we get this book. I feel like
Yeah.
it frees us. It really frees us. It allows me to sort of pull back and aim in a direction and just fire off in that direction, if you catch my drift. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's really just pull back and in the direction, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like an arrow on a map.
All right. Well, then I guess we'll just hold on to these things in the meantime.
If
All right.
Hold on.
Hmm.
Guys, just out of game. Tell me what your bonuses are to Arcana, please.
0.
0.
Okay. So I need one of you to roll a check because I can't aid another. I can't help another person. I have to help one of you. And if neither of you are going to do it, and my check is only going to be a one-time deal.
All right. I rolled a 19.
Okay. Help action. Roll again.
I don't know that I can do better than a 19.
We'll roll again anyway.
I got a 3.
I got an 8 that time. So
Okay,
19's the better
19.
of the two.
And I'll just go ahead and roll my check anyway. Nope.
All right. What are you trying to identify? Yeah.
Hey, Hawks.
Hawks looks
Oh
up.
shit.
Do you know what any of this stuff does?
That's an intelligence-based skill, by the way, just FYI.
Yeah,
He
but
is a
he's-
mage.
He knows his magic.
Yeah, but he's also a kobold, so I'm just
Well,
that out there.
He's
Yeah.
smart enough to cast Fireball.
What the fuck does that mean?
Smart enough to cast Fireball.
All right.
He can-
I can't cast fireball, so I mean, you know.
Rayne, with your 19,
Yeah.
which item were you looking at?
Well, I'm a pirate, so the gold coin probably.
All right. As you you don't do you touch it or no?
Well, gee, now that you've asked the question,
Wow.
I'm fairly certain I would pick it up to examine it. So the answer is yes.
Okay.
What? Hold on. Before we talk about this, there's 3 of those items and 3 of us. Adri has a history with undead hands. I lost my daughter. There's a doll in there, and he's a pirate coin. I'm not saying that has anything to do with it, but that's very interesting, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and the look on Dewalk's face would seem
know.
to.
Just putting that out there.
That's why I went for the gold coin first. It seemed like it was tailor made for me.
Mhm.
You kind of, I don't know. Actually, no, I do know. How do I describe this?
They feel that it has intrinsic value, and like if given to a particular person, they would trade it for goods or services.
You get the feeling about it. It is extremely rare.
Okay.
Extremely pricey. Though the hourglass, you're not. It doesn't really. You're not sure about it,
Okay.
but you definitely feel like you need to have it. You need to hold it.
Okay. Well, it's a
Um,
gold coin, and I'm a pirate, so
mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
But it's a
Ethereum
little-
cryptocurrency.
It's a little bigger than most gold coins you've seen. I mean, it's almost twice the size of a normal gold coin.
okay. A big old moon pie. All right. Well, it seems important to me. I don't know exactly what it is, but I feel the need to keep this on me, so I'm going to pocket it until such time that I can find someone who may be able to appraise it. I'm going to take it to a pawn shop, and they're going to be like, the best I can do is like, +1 to ability checks or something like that. Yeah, I'll hold on to it. It's a gold coin that makes me feel like I should hang on to it.
All right.
Let's close the box. We'll just wait to see if Rayne falls over dead. Or something.
All right.
Keep an eye on him.
Sounds good.
Hawks is like, I don't get to play with the doll.
No.
Well, that's 2 chances to see if anyone falls over. I don't know
Hawks
either.
kinda
These fucking
shrugs.
people really. I don't know. Okay, so the institute where they'd be able to better go over these types of things, right?
Yeah.
Where on the map? Can you show me where on the map?
It's near Vyaki. Like,
It's completely the other option,
West.
direction you're going.
yeah. So we'd have
Let's
to
get-
we'd have to go back. It's
Through
all right.
the
We'll
Great
find your
Swamp.
we'll find your boat, and then you can drop me off there.
I'm not gonna drop you off there. Why are you being like this? They can kill Vampire Dad.
No, that's our out of game. That's like what Kess has kind of figured is like, this is our current quest. We're gonna find your boat, and then like we've done our quest thing.
Right.
I gotta get up to that fucking sky tower and get this book burnt, man. Because I'm not gonna sign her to another contract, right? Because I already have one. If I get her to sign a second one, they're both null and void.
Uh,
Ugh, very stressful.
But could you get each of her
Wait a minute, was this-
personalities to sign one?
Was this entire development of having a split personality so you didn't have to honor your contract? Did you think this
No.
up just to avoid having to
This is
honor
like
the
an
contract?
actual thing about Darkon.
It is in the older editions. It is an
Wow.
actual. It's one of the main curses. Unless you're a natural born citizen of Darkon, anyone that comes into it after a month gets a memory curse, and their old consciousness pretty much becomes a book written in, and Aslan keeps a secret library of them. They get a new identity and they completely think that they have actually lived in Darkon all the years. The only two ways to break the curse is either to get them out of the country or find the book, and they either read it or burn it.
Right.
But if they read the book, in 3 months it comes back.
Right. So I was thinking we get on the ship, we wait for her to meditate, then we fly 4 hours to fuck out of Darkon. You said the institute's near Valiki?
No, not that Valiki.
Vyaki.
Viaki. Viaki.
Would that be outside of Darkon?
No, it's inside Darkon.
God damn it.
But
Hey, I
it's
want to
an-
show you this
Tessa's-
sweet plaque I got.
Tess has mentioned, like, on several occasions, she doesn't have any plans to leave Darkon.
Right. That's why I'm saying we get on a boat, we tell her we're headed towards fucking the institute, then we just fly straight for Valiki until the curse breaks.
Hey, you're taking across state lines. That's the man act. Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
What do you think? You guys want to stop here?
Hold on, I'm reading a spell. That doesn't help me. Okay.
Can I use
With
grease
Rayne-
on her brain to
Rayne
make
taking
her
a curse
drop
coin.
this? Drop this personality. Just while she's meditating, I'll just put my finger in her ear.
Like wet willy cast out of my brain.
Like WD-40 and
Gotta
just try to
find,
like have the attitude slide off the surface of the brain.
well, if you go in far enough, you'll find the reset button. You can just hold it down for 3 seconds. And then...
Factory reset Adri?
Yeah.
No way. No way. Get her back to when she used to go eat lunches and kick doors off the hinges? No.
Yes.
Fuck it. Every time we're in combat, she's out
That's
here
it.
having a
Those
fucking
are your
lettuce
options.
wrap.
Those are your options.
Fucking having a lettuce wrap and try to raise some fucking goth kid. Took forever to get her to be the Dark Lady and sign a contract and fucking take rogue levels. It took forever. I put in the effort. And now she's over here fucking all brain jacked by the fucking land.
Oh. Oh, God.
All right. So Rayne's carrying a curse coin that's gonna
It's going to kill me at some point, yes.
it's like slowly leaking radiation.
It's just aging him faster than he'd like. Physically, not mentally.
Okay.
Just physically.
It's
Just
got an
Okay.
hour. It's going to...
that's why it's got an hourglass on it, because you're gonna lose your figure.
I don't know what it is, but I can't wait to find out. Hopefully, I find out the easy way by taking it to someone and having them tell me what it does, not by figuring out what the effects
curses.
are. Yeah. Why is it got to be cursed? Why can't it be a friendly coin?
Because nobody puts 3 items that are that trope in a fucking box. And
Maybe it's
expects them to be
maybe it's a
positive.
coin that replicates itself every 24 hours, and that's what the
That's why
hourglass means.
that's why the box had one of them in there.
Well, maybe someone took out all of the money beforehand. You don't know. You're just making assumptions.
You know what they say about assumptions? To make an
Yeah,
ass out
as
of
a
you
you
and
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to Freelance Heroism. We really appreciate you coming in and listening. We also really appreciate all the people who support our Patreon. By supporting the Patreon, you're going to get behind the scene uncut clips that you'll get to see sort of like maybe the tissue behind some of the edited, cleaned up content. And you'll get that whenever we have a big block of it to drop, as well as any updates or any information behind the scenes stuff that we think the Patreons would like to know. So if you'd like to support our Patreon and help us continue making the high quality, high octane podcast that you've come to expect, go ahead to patreon.com/freelance_heroism. Thank you. And as usual, the invoice is in the mail. I'm not certain when a character says, I'm going to kill that motherfucker, if they're going to kill that motherfucker like comedically, like it's a family drama, we're quibbling kind of thing, or if it's like a legit, we need to kill this dude. So I'm just doing some checking.
It's fine. You guys can just befriend him like you did the Mind Flayer.
Well, you would know that 2 times over. Because A, not only are you not you from that universe, you're also not you in this universe.
You weren't there.
Double not canon.
It's the weirdest version of 6 degrees ever.